And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And the Eastern Conference has been great to watch so far. Here's how things are shaking up midway through the season. You take a look at the Wildcats. They're currently in 4th place and trying their best to get a better seeding. Only a few spots below. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Jackson, and it's Ewing in at center. And it's Carr in at the small forward position. And Grant, we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, B.A. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. You know, I'm interested to see which ones in this class are able to power through. Here we go.
Here's Baldwin. And he banks in the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Coffey. Pass to Cooper. Here's Carr. Here's the floater. And the Wizard pulls it down. Here's Ewing. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Jackson, the pass to the Wizard. To the wing, right side. Here's Baldwin. He buries it from 3. Baldwin's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
There's a screen. Coffey, the pass to the Wizard. Pass to Carr. Here's Cooper. Clock at 6. Pulls up. And the basket by Coffey.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
To the left wing. Here's Ewing. A key piece to their offense, putting up 12 points a game. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
Here's Coffey. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Pass to Carr. Here's Coffey. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Here's Coffey, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Carr passes to Coffey. And it's going to be a 3-second call. This break gives us a chance to look back on the last month and see which teams racked up the most points in transition.
And you know, over this stretch, they've really had their way in the open court, pushing the ball hard and getting those fast break points.
Jackson outside. Pass to Ewing. Ewing passes to the Wizard. It's deflected.
What a cold start. They need a different approach here.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Coffey. Here's the Wizard. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
And the shot's good. Baldwin's got 7 points in the game.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Coffee. That one falls.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Here's Baldwin, and he drains the quick shot. 9 points in the game.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Here's Coffee. Out to the right wing. The Wizard passes to Carr. Here's Coffee. Out left to the wing. Puts it up from 17, and it's Ewing with a rebound.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Baldwin. With the fadeaway. No good on that one. His first miss. He's 4 for 5 now. Inside. Here's the Wizard. Soft touch off the glass.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Incredible! I mean, this is the NBA. The defense needs to be much better.
He doesn't slam it often, but the D can't take him lightly, or he will.
Not the greatest effort there defensively, and he took advantage.
Here's the Wizard. 8 points in his last time out.
Wildcats foul.
So both teams making some changes here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Coffee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Wildcats. 6-point lead.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Coffee. He has 7. And he goes in for the dunk.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Here's Ewing. And Cooper pulls it down. Gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Coffee. Here's Ward. Shot clock at 5. Here's Coffee, defended by Jackson. Releases. Coffee can't get it to go. Gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far.
2 minutes remaining.
To the left side wing. Pass to Baldwin. Back to Jackson. They set the pick from the arc. Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 12 points in the game.
Only 1 miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Substitution on the court.
And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Pass to Fears. Here's Ward. Here's the Wizard. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Fear's shot is off.
Oh, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot. Well, he not only forced the miss, but he also came down with the rebound.
To the inside. Oh, they pick off the pass. And he drives in. And a two-handed jam.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Yeah, 3 turnovers already and some frustration starting to settle in. You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Pass to the Wizard. Here's Ewing. Here's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. And Ward pulls it down.
And that was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
Here's Fears. Pass to Carr. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up 11. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
And it's the Wizard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard, still without a bucket. Ewing passes to the Wizard, parked it down low that time, got hit with the 3-second call. And it's getting down to the wire here. Just 7 days left in the All-Star voting. Here's how it looks.
It's all coming together. We've got a pretty good idea of who's going to make it.
If voting ended today, he'd be a starter, sitting 4th in the Eastern Conference.
And I hope it stays that way. He's just been fantastic this year, and I believe he deserves to start in the East.
It's shaping up to be a terrific All-Star weekend. More news to come as we receive it. Here's Fears, 15 in his last outing. Pass to Carr. Here's Fears. The Wizard passes to Ward. Here's Carr. No good with the triple. Shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Here's the Wizard. And he misses his first shot. Shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Pass to the Wizard. Here's McCullough. The Wizard passes to the Wizard. Here's Carr. He's scoreless. Shot from the wing. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Low.
Wildcat foul. Number 13. First personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Carr. Here's Fears. Out to the wing. Here's Carr. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And it's rejected. Here's the Wizard. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. From downtown, pure from 3-point range.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Guys?
Keeping that edge. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Here's Ewing. Pass to Ewing. Here's the Wizard. Low. That three's off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Carr passes to the Wizard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Wildcats. They've led by as many as 14. To the right side. Here's Ewing. Here's the hook. Yep, that one goes. Ewing's got 6 points.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Baldwin. He's got 12. Whoa! Oh, my goodness! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Pass to the Wizard. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple. He has 7.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
Here's Coffey. 7 points in the game. To the wing on the left. That shot is off. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get one rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, if you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
Totally agree. First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw. Gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. And the basket by Coffey.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Jackson, the pass to the Wizard. Here's Ewing. Tries it from 19. Basket counts. Ewing's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Here's Coffey. Here's the Wizard. And the Wizard pulls it down. Gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Now here's Jackson. He's closely guarded. Pass to Ewing. Here's the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Fires the 3. Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 17 points.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
Here's Coffey. 9 points in the game. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Wizard's shot is off. Shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Pass to Fears. Here's Cooper. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. Over to the wing. Down low. Here's Coffey from deep. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Pass to Baldwin. 1:57 left in the first half. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Here's Coffey. 14 points for him. Baldwin with a rebound. Jackson outside. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Ewing. A minute 22 left to play in the first half. And here's Jackson. Pulls it in from the elbow. No good, off the front rim. Gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter.
All right, that's 2 fouls, not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that third before the half.
Wildcat substitution. Ewing, number 11.
Here's the Wizard. Still no points. Pass to Coffey. There's 48 seconds left in the second. Here's Cooper. 6 to shoot. Here's the Wizard. And it's all from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this one. Shooting about 40% during the second quarter. Here's Coffey. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Up by 15. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far.
They've looked weak defensively. If you got any pride, they need to show it soon.
Yeah, they're serving up a buffet inside, and the other team's going for seconds and thirds.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
High flyers, every single one. But the truth is, creativity is the special sauce.
And voters can't really judge that without knowing what they're going to see. Competition-level dunks are kept secret. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And it's the Wizard in at the power forward position. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Shooting great, 62% for the field and continuing to get it done. Pass to Ewing. The three is up. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Coffee, the pass to the Wizard. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Baldwin's shot is off. Cooper passes to the Wizard. Here's Coffee. Take it away. Here's Baldwin. 19 points in the game. Jackson, the pass to Baldwin. Offensive board. And he dumps it down.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Blocked. They retain possession. The Wizard's shot is off.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
The floater. Ewing, no good. Gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's Coffee. He's got 16.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Right wing. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. The Wizard. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
To the paint. Here's Ewing. And Cooper pulls it down. Cooper's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Coffee. Here's Carr. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Ewing's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jackson, pass to Baldwin. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the Wizard gets it to go. So it's the home team now. It's an 18-point game. Here's Coffee, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Pass to Baldwin. Back to Jackson. Here's Ewing. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Ewing's got 4 points this quarter.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Here's Coffey, defended by Jackson. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Here's Baldwin. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Baldwin's got 21 points in the game.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
Here's Coffey. Baldwin with a rebound.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Back to Jackson. Here's Ewing. Doesn't go in. Third miss out of 9 shots. Coffey, the pass to the Wizard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. The Wizard's got his second basket of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Pass to Ewing. Here's Baldwin. 21 points in the game. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, after spacing the floor for them in the first half, he's gone cold from out there.
And the basket by Coffey. Give him 20.
There is no doubt he's been the dealer for them on offense, but he is going to need some support from his teammates.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Baldwin. There's the steal. Here's Spears, defended by Jackson. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
Here's Baldwin. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Ewing, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, you look at the contenders, Tim. Recent history only amplifies the fact that it's a challenge to repeat as champions.
Yeah, B.A., there's a couple of things at work here. First, you're playing much deeper into June, so your offseason is shorter, and then you're a target. Every arena you walk into is a different environment once you're a champion.
And he drops it first. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Ward. And it's in there.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Jackson surveying the D. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Gone 8 of 13 in the second half. The Wizard passes to Jackson. Here's Baldwin. Here's Ewing. He's got 13. From 13, it's rebounded by Carr. Shooting around 50% of the game so far. to the middle. And a strong finish with two hands.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Baldwin.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes. Both team foul. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
The home team on D. They trail by 11. And there's the screen. All right, looking at the 2K leaderboard. These are the squads who bring it on defense. The blocks leaders.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
Number 35, Jesse McCullough.
1:51 left in the third quarter. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Ward. On Thursday, and then on Saturday.
Wildcat substitution. Number 5, Denzel. Number 5.
Gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Here's Ewing. 13 points in the game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, the defender really went after him.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
The Wizard passes to Ward. Here's McCullough. Pass to Ward. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. He can't get that one to fall.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's the Wizard. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Ewing. 15 points in the game. Goes to the fadeaway. Ewing's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Here's the Wizard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Ward passes to Glenn. Here's Fears. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
You got to make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? They're going to try to help and tag. You got to make the right play, finish, or make the right pass, all right?
Well, you got to like what Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Don't rush anything. Very solid advice.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Jackson, and it's the Wizard in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Fears. Pass to Glenn. Here's Fears. Here's Glenn. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. That's right. Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will either.
So he gets them both. The visitors with the ball. They led by as many as 18, and that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Pass to Ewing. Lets it go from the wing. Off the window. It's good. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. The Wizard passes to Carr. Here's Glenn. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Glenn's gotten 4 this quarter.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
Shooting around 50% of the game so far. Pass to Carr. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Glenn. Here's the Wizard. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. To the left side wing. Going inside. Shots blocked. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Fears.
Substitution on the court.
Jackson outside. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Ewing. The shot. That's good on the jumper.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
There's the triple. It doesn't go for him.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
And it falls all over the rim and in. Ewing's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Pass to Coffey. Beyond the arc. The shot off that time. Gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's the Wizard. Fades back. And Ward pulls it down. Gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Coffey, the pass to the Wizard. They get back on track. Out to the wing. Pass to Coffey. To the inside. Here's Ward. And he converts the layup.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's the Wizard. Here's Ewing. And Ward pulls it down. Ward's got 4 rebounds in the game. Gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Fears. Back to Coffey. They set the screen. Inside. Here's the Wizard. Here's Ewing. Misses the 3. Here's Carr. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Pass to Jackson. Puts one up from 19, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. Ewing's got 11 points here in the second half.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. A chance to check out our player of the game.
Yeah, he really got after it tonight. I mean, they asked him to provide a big chunk of the offense, and wow, he responded. The defense had no idea how to contain him.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. Pass to Coffee. And the Wizard pulls it down. The Wizards got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Whole team foul. Coffee. 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
Here's Ewing. Pass to the Wizard. There's a screen. And it's blocked. And they get it back. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
1st personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for the Wildcats, Ewing. 1 shot.
And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
Clock at 4. Here's Coffee. Hits a three-pointer. Coffee's got 23.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Here's Baldwin. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this 4th quarter to fall. Here's Coffee. A shot from the mid-range. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Just a single rebound away from a double-double.
Yeah, he's been unrelenting. Hard to match his intensity.
Carr passes to Coffee with the teardrop.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Pass to Baldwin. Here's the Wizard. Here's Ewing. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Ewing's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Coffee. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort. And in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Here's Baldwin. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Shooting for the Wildcats, Baldwin. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. That one's no good. Shooting at 45% of the game so far. Pass to Walton. Here's Ward. Well, Legs, being a GM in the NBA is a tough gig. What's the most important part of the job, in your opinion?
Well, BA, evaluating talent is still the main responsibility of the job. That includes drafting, free agency, even selecting a coach. But then it's about building relationships, establishing communication, and culture.
Ooh, it sounds like a lot of qualifications that you have.
Take a break.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable right here, if that's okay.
The first free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. And so he hits both. 1:33 left in the game. Shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Wildcats.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year. And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for the Wizard.
And he was tremendous on the glass tonight, controlling the boards and fighting for extra possessions.
Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up, high post. Here's the Wizard, and that one is stuffed right through.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Pass to Cooper. Coffee on the wing. To the paint. Here's Ward. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
He recognized the double team, and he passed it to someone with a better opportunity.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And time now to present our player of the game.